So let me quickly, first let me show you this about section and then I'll go to my specific profile. So I know I mentioned the about section. It's helpful to have a little hook at the beginning. So mine, because I'm a career counselor, I said, have you ever felt low at work, realizing that you do not enjoy your job, feel unappreciated, and don't know how to move forward? According to recent US surveys, 60% of people are emotionally detached from their job and 19% feel miserable doing the work they do. So I chose to do kind of like a, oh, that sounds awful type of statistic. So it can either be a stat, it could be a fun hook about yourself, kind of like something fun you would add in a tell me about yourself. That looks good because, like I said, you can only start with the top. I did kind of a variety of my specific skills. For you, if you're looking for a job, like I said, you're going to add the job titles, specific skill sets you have. Then at the end, this is the call to action. Think I could be helpful to you or your organization? Let's connect. Put my email address. If you're actively searching for a job and it is not a secret, you can say, think I could be a good fit for your organization? Let's connect. If you're actively employed, job searching, keeping it a secret, do something more general like this. And that way it's kind of playing it safe in case your boss looks at it, just because everyone's in a different situation. Robin, what does premium get you? How does it help you? And is it worth it? That is a question I get all the time. I'm glad you asked that. I personally do not think it's worth it unless you are in a really heavy job search moment. You're reaching out to a bunch of people at once, in which case I say use the free 1 month trial that you get. So that way you have more direct mail, kind of credits, messages. Otherwise, it is absurdly expensive, and I do not think it gets you that much. Once you have enough connections on LinkedIn, premium stuff becomes irrelevant. It's mostly if you just want to see like specific jobs that you are extra qualified, the top candidate for, or people that really looked at your profile. So I would say just plan it strategically. If you want to do a free month just to get the most out of it, then cancel it. Like set it in your calendar, cancel it because it's super expensive. Very good question, Robin. Okay, so now I just want to show you what this looks like from my perspective. So this is the about section. If you do not currently have one, this button up top that says add profile section, that's where all of these live if you do not see them currently on your profile. There's the core stuff, there's the recommended stuff, and then there's the additional. If you're looking for add recommendations, that's under recommended. And then you can search for people specifically. But I'll pause at this moment. Ryan, I'll answer you first, then Howard, I'll go over to you. If you are transitioning to a new field, artificial intelligence, but still looking at jobs in your old field as well, how do you craft a general about? That is also a really good question. I like to almost see how they might layer into each other first, kind of like when a business develops new arms and how you might create that narrative. So I would look first as to like one, AI is everywhere. It is vastly growing. You are kind of actively joining the pack there and wanting to get on top of it as opposed to kind of falling behind. So I think one, you can highlight it as like staying up to date with what's currently happening in the world and what will become a huge part of all of our lives. With your other field, you can say like, there's many ways that I have done the back end work of AI by doing these elements, or like AI helps me to optimize my work efficiency. I've actually done that by creating teams where I'm focused on the specific skill sets of my team to make sure that we all have vastly different skills and can attend to projects like this. So I would kind of create that narrative of how they relate to each other, then say, I am seeking both jobs here and here. This is why. And then you can dive into the specific jobs. Try to keep it short and sweet. I personally love using like ChatGPT for this, where you can say, if you're just looking for a starting point, don't use it verbatim. You can say like, I'm looking at artificial intelligence and this. Here are some of my skills. Here's my resume. How would I develop a LinkedIn about section that focuses on looking at jobs like this and this? Just see what it says. Sometimes it's awful, but it can give you a good starting point.